To be clear, then, the key to successful encoding and decoding is that you share the same code. Because a lot of people look at shit, if they don't know what it means, then you ain't communicated with them because they don't know what it means, right? The key to successful encoding, that is, sending out and putting your meanings into messages, and having people get the message, successful decoding, key to successful encoding and decoding, is you share the code. Like you got a book where you can like look up what the answer is or whatnot, which would be so nice when it comes to human beings. But you know how it is sometimes, just ain't that way. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back. Oh, hell, I can tell you now, we're going to be doing channels. Hold on. Channels include the means we use physically to get our message from person A to person B. Real people, not imaginary people. There are 5 channels, 5 basic channels. Social media, the use of the internet, that's generally on the visual channel and the auditory channel. But I'll let Cousin Lisa talk about it. All right, I'm just going to do this, all right? So you got 5 channels, and them channels are so totally corresponding to your 5 basic senses, right? Now you got your auditory channel, which is what we're working with right here. We got auditory and visual going on here with the video and whatnot, but you can't smell me, and that's a good thing. We'll get to that. So any communication that's happening over sound waves that you're picking up with your ears, that is considered auditory channel. Now, sometimes people are worried about the auditory channel because that is the primary channel for music. Now, you can feel music, but most people listen to their music at the same time. I'm just saying, I know it's possible to appreciate music with some of your other senses, but sometimes that auditory with the music, that can like work out and hurt your ears so that you can't always hear when people are talking to you. So that could be a bad thing. But the auditory channel, you picking it up with your ear, which you can get in there and see it. I got one. Uh, all right. So then the second point is the visual channel. The visual channel is anything communicate with light waves. So if I'm looking at you and I can see you, then we're communicating with light waves. But in this particular situation, you're just looking at me. I can't see you. So this is really kind of one-way communication. I am working my best to make it look like I'm looking at you. I want you to know that. Like this is no accident that you feel like I'm talking to you, because I'm talking to you. I'm just saying. That's all. We do follow you home sometimes. All right. And then we got the tactile channel. Right. The tactile channel is touch, when you like get to feeling yourself, that's a tactile channel. Or you reach over and you touch somebody else's face, that's a tactile channel. That will be a treat to try and figure out how I'm going to do that on film. I might have to cut that part. What the hell? All right, we're supposed to be focused here, but this kind of shit happens in a classroom, and well, that's what we're trying to recreate, ain't we? Except I ain't got no Snickers except from these 2. And them are kind of late. I'm just saying, they're a little bit late in on the jokes, that's all. All right, so we got tactile channel. So the tactile channel, that can be that handshake, or it could be the full horizontal with your favorite person. Horizontal? Well, horizontal goes that way. Now, some behaviors can happen both ways, but we're just saying horizontal to get away with saying shit, okay? All right, so your next channel is olfactory, and that's the one that she is thankful that you cannot access on this video, because we're just going to say it's been a while. I'm starting to have some concerns about her, like she's starting to smell like me, you know what I'm saying? That's a problem. Okay, so olfactory. Now, you might think that we don't use olfactory because, especially in the United States, we are all into getting rid of all them smells that we get with us naturally. Yeah, I'm not going there. I'm not talking about what redheads can do with their natural smell, even though it's good. Now, you know why we are into that? I will go there. In the United States, we dislike to smell other people, and that come around before they really made a whole lot of soap for people, and before there's a whole lot of, I don't know, water inside people's houses. And bathing itself is kind of a luxury. Now, I'm very aware that it is much of a luxury, right? And well, uh, so okay, if you can't bathe, wait a minute. If you can't bathe and you've been working physically and then you got Sunday off, when you go walking in the park on Sunday, and have you seen the parks lately? That's all the places people go with COVID. Anyway, when people are walking in the Sunday park, like, and they're day laborers, right, they can be smelled. And so smell was an indicator in the early times in the United States of class difference. Now, we have classes in the United States. We have social classes, but we don't like talking about it. Hell, that's what some of this comedy right here is accessing. We are making a little bit of fun of how people sound, but we are maintaining a certain social status, which is inconsistent with my sound, which is also very interesting, don't you think? In any case, people wash themselves today so that at the very least the olfactory indicator of social status has gone away. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah. Alrighty, so that's olfactory. I gotta give you one more, and then we're gonna break this video and see if other people have something to say. Because I've been hogging it, but I do enjoy talking. I enjoy talking to you most of all. It's great. Anyway, our final our final channel, yeah, that final channel, I had to look just to be serious, is the Gustatory channel. Now, the gustatory channel happens when you go out and you lick somebody and you're like, pleased to meet you. Right? That's how that happens, because it all goes back to the root gustar in Latin. You can find that in Spanish too, right? And that means to be pleasing to. And so, you know what? A lot of things on that gustatory channel are evaluated based on whether or not they are pleasing to our palate. Like, you can talk to somebody interpersonally and walk away and be like, he's salty, and never actually have tasted the goods or anything. You know what I'm saying? Please do not quote me on that particular point. All right, so like the gustatory channel is often used more metaphorically, because I hope that we have established that licking people is a bad idea. I'm just saying, just saying. That was funny, wasn't it? All right, so gustatorily we can say he's salty or she's sweet, or, you know, she's bitter or he's bitter. It doesn't mean we have to go out and lick them. It's just a way of talking based on one of our primary senses. Now, if the primary sense itself is also violated, think about going out. Remember the days when we used to go out to lunch together with our friends? Think about going out with a group of friends and then somebody gets food that ain't good. Right now, in these COVID times, we're just so happy to be out. We hardly say anything about the food, because who cares? That's a person in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Ah, shit, I can't go there. All right. Okay. You can have the next point. I get you.